Hello, this is Bill Thomas of www.awesome-leaders.com. Welcome to this seminar where I hope to help you learn more about expertly and competently apply and abundantly benefit by these same strategies, processes, and methods that I see many other successful and highly effective leaders use every day. Today, during our short time together, I will show you 7 really simple ways you can attain the following 3 goals. 1. Use your own personal infrastructure and increase your leadership power. 2. Discover, evaluate, and create new innovative solutions for overcoming your challenges. And 3. Robustly cultivate or beneficially nurture your growth opportunities. Research studies usually reveal this one incontrovertible fact. Failing to invest in your power-producing abilities will definitely prevent you from realizing success on the job and rob you of any reasonable chance for career advancement opportunities, while it also will reduce your satisfaction with and enjoyment of your personal life. These last 12 or so years, as I have worked with clients around this wonderful world of ours, I have seen how leaders who embrace this positive self-regard type of leadership strategy usually perform better than other managers, and these leaders are also trusted, admired, and liked by their people. The purpose of this short course is to show you 7 time-tested ways to empower your personal infrastructure, energize your daily efforts, and transform your usual power blackouts, power brownouts, and power burnouts into power-packed actions with, towards, and for making a better world, as well as powered up, symmetrically congruent, or experientially enhanced impacts upon the world, which will ultimately produce power-generating results in all that you do and throughout your world. I must impress upon you that this diagram of the 4 domains of human capital defines the attributes which comprise each and every action taken by a human being. That is, inside every action that we take, we are always acting on or acting physically, acting with or acting intellectually or mentally, acting for or acting emotionally or spiritually, and acting towards or acting in an attempt to develop the universe. And our capital assets, which can be invested in and further developed for helping us realize long-term growth and sustain profits, and also pay us dividends. And we all have these resources, which we can describe as the qualities and strengths of our individual raw materials. And finally, we all make impacts which are the potential and actual impacts made on the world and are part of the universe. If you ever hope to become a great leader, your cycle of actions, impacts, and results will undoubtedly follow progression like this one. First, you'll dream about and then believe in your ability to produce abundance. Then you'll begin to act with confident wisdom, and then you'll improve upon the elegant mastery of your artful leadership performances. So finally, you and I are about to embark on this journey of ontological discovery to help us create authentic identities, make value-adding commitments, and see many more of our own possibilities. In a nutshell, we hope to get to that place where we will explore the what, how, and why of employing these proven strategies will will boost your influence, improve your effectiveness, and energize your leadership talents. So then, let's quickly review those 7 empowerment strategies, and then we'll get started on understanding each of them in depth. Well, we're going to look at envisioning your significance, modeling success, being eager to learn new things, appreciating yourself, harmonizing your mind, energizing your faith, and being willing to serve. Empowerment strategy number 1, envisioning your significance. Every person has the potential to make a difference in this world. Look at how your life interacts with others and offers them opportunities to discover, contribute, or create meanings, impacts, and solutions. In order to help you see how your envisioned intentions could result in these meanings, impacts, and solutions, you could feed your mind with the carrot of asking it questions. And as the neuro-linguistic programming or NLP folks will tell you, when your mind hears a question, it will continue to look for, find, and produce answers to that question, sometimes for the rest of your life. You could ask yourself questions like these ones here. For example, what should I do to, or where could I best, or who really needs me to, or how do I, or how will I, or how should I make a positive or significant impact on this situation, or on my people, or on my organization, etc. As your questions begin to pour forth, you will begin to see yourself taking positive actions, making meaningful contributions, and shaping creative solutions. To succeed as a knowledge work professional and in your role as the leader, you'll want to be someone who searches for and empowers meanings, impacts, or solutions to enrich your own contributions or enrich the work of other people, as well as your life and their lives, and the shared or individual situations of everyone. Empowerment strategy number 2, modeling success. The first rule of investment is invest in yourself first. History is filled with the stories of leaders, notable and very noble role models, and some extremely serious movers and shakers. So why would you hope to try and reinvent the wheel when there are literally thousands of successes and models of success already and readily available to you? Hey, look at Ben Franklin, who spent his lifetime modeling success after success and making significant contributions in all kinds of human endeavor. And how many people do we know, like Benjamin Franklin, who was an entrepreneur, a writer, a publisher, an editor, a scientist, an inventor, a statesman, a diplomat, a governor, and a postmaster, a politician, and an activist, all roll up into one. And he played all of those roles very well and pretty much as professionally as possible. Of course, you'll want to integrate what your selected role models did, or how they thought about life, or what contributions they wanted to make to the world. And you could use the questions and the domains described on this slide to help to guide you in your research and eventual practice of leadership. However, I just realized something that's very important to your plans. You need to perform research so that you can understand what made your role models tick. I mean, who did they serve? What did they accomplish? Why do people love them? And how did they act or behave as a leader? So why are you sitting there waiting for me to give you the answers? Now stop it. I mean, you should stop viewing this seminar right this moment and run like a cheetah over to your bookshelf or to your local public library branch, or if needs be, visit the free Gutenberg project online, or tell Amazon.com or some other book retail site to ship some great biographical books or videos to you immediately. Or, at the very least, you should be doing a search for and finding the life stories of people whom you consider to be the greatest leaders of all time. Hey, Benjamin Franklin even made it easier for us to understand his secrets. He wrote the story of his own life himself, and he didn't need to use a ghostwriter to write it either. Please don't tell me that you're still here. Push the pause button and don't come back until you have that book in your possession. Do you have your book yet? Okay, now start reading, studying, and applying the principles that person, heroine, or role model used to reach their pinnacle of success. And thanks for appreciating my wise counsel. Empowerment strategy number 3. Be eager to learn new things. Well, let's see. There are many ways to acquire knowledge, uncover hidden truths, and find wisdom. There are books, magazines, articles, and papers, training courses and programs, discussion groups, media outlets, stories and plays, dreams and meditations, fasting and prayers. If you are a person who works with information, people, or ideas, you need to invest at least 4 hours a week into your continuing education, or about $60 a month, or both. In this ever-changing world of challenges, problems, and opportunities, you need to force yourself to be eager to learn new things. Again, I must urge you to listen to, then seriously consider and accept the inspired, time-tested advice of wise counsel, and use or apply their wisdom to help you shape, sculpt, and strengthen your eagerness to learn and master new things. And by the way, have you ever noticed how the leaders in Star Trek, the TV series as well as the movie series, always seem to quote Shakespeare or talk about leaders like Abraham Lincoln? Have you ever wondered why they do? Maybe they do it to motivate themselves and inspire their people. Here are some quotes here. Our chief want is someone who will inspire us to be what we know we could be, by Emerson. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. That's John Quincy Adams. The time at our disposal each day is elastic. The passions we feel dilate it. Those that inspire us shrink it, and habit fills it. That's the author Marcel Proust. Let's look at Lady Gaga. She said, I am a walking piece of art every day, with my dreams and my ambitions forward at all times, in an effort to inspire my fans to lead their life in that way. James Cameron, the famous film producer, director, and writer. He did the Terminator series of movies. He was the director and producer of Titanic, which was a pretty well done representation of that disaster. He did Avatar, which was also a very popular film. James Cameron said, I mean, you have to be able, you have to have made the commitment within yourself to do whatever it takes to get the job done and to try to inspire other people to do it. Because obviously, the first rule is you can't do it by yourself. Empowerment strategy number 4, appreciating yourself. A great source of personal power comes from embracing the gifts of life, liberty, and happiness you enjoy. Regardless of your plight, there is a preciousness about your unique desires, feelings, thoughts, and experiences worthy of your reflection, appreciation, and recognition. Your achievements, accomplishments, and realizations should be remembered, recorded, and contemplated on using diaries and journals, mind maps or doodling, audio or video recordings, and so on and so forth. Be sure that you continuously find and use ways to acknowledge, embrace, and love your life, your God-given gifts, and the companionship of people. I hope you are always giving thanks, asking for forgiveness, and pleading for wisdom and guidance for making decisions, dealing with your challenges, or finding additional ways to be of service. Empowerment strategy number 5, harmonizing your mind. You want and need to be meeting with people who wish to share their ideas, objectives, and visions with you in a spirit of perfect cooperation and harmony. This will increase your success to warp speed factor 10. Okay, we're talking about Star Trek again, huh? You probably already have seen how other legendary leaders have used this mastermind concept to great benefit. Just look at the role played and power exerted by the alliances your leader participated in. Your mastermind may include people you usually do not associate with, like professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders who work in other professions or industries, or in other organizations, or even in other locations. Almost certainly, your everyday colleagues, friends, or family members will not necessarily want to join your group, nor will they tend to value this type of association with you. As the Gospel of John in chapter 4, verse 44, Jesus Christ himself said, "A prophet has no honor in his own country." And that tends to be true even with masterminds. Yet, as if Jesus was justifying the use of a mastermind structure, Jesus also encouraged his followers, "Again I say unto you, that if 2 or more of you shall agree on earth as touching anything like a request, desire, hope, or other things, that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father," that's God Almighty, "who is in heaven." Masterminds are beautiful things. Try one out. I know you'll like it. Empowerment strategy number 6, energize your faith. Faith is simply a matter of adding something of substance to your hopes and then using the eyes of your mind to see evidence of those things even though they are not yet there. What do you hope for? To energize your faith, you must first put some substance into your hope. Let's say you are hoping for a better job. What substantial efforts are you investing into that hope? Have you rewritten or prettied up your CV or resume? Are you consulting with search counselors or experts? Do you know which jobs or industries you want to work in? The Christian Bible says that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. And some people have summarized those words into this: faith is action based upon belief and sustained by confidence. I'll read that one more time. Faith is action based upon belief and sustained by confidence. Empowerment strategy number 7, be willing to serve. Let me paraphrase the words of Jesus Christ one more time. When asked which of his followers would be their next leader, Jesus told them, "The greatest among you shall be servant of all." Now, Jesus' insights are the reason why you hear about the importance of servant leadership. And history shows how leaders who serve something such as the nobility of their mission, the survival of a people, the prosperity of their organization, or some other ideal, those serving leaders are usually more successful and certainly more noteworthy than other ordinary or destructive types of leaders. In a word, history's greatest and most beloved leaders have all been servants to their cultures, nations, and to our world. Greed, selfishness, and closed-mindedness block the flow of your power every time. These negative attitudes compel us to pull back from connecting with and enjoying sources of power. At the beginning of this presentation, we saw various attributes of leaders who use a positive self-regard as their strategy for leadership. These other 3 strategies can also remove those negative blockages from your flow of power. Power is a two-way exchange. We give it away and take advantage of it. We boost our own power when we serve the needs of others. So by giving away the power of our time, talents, strengths, ability, and gifts, we increase our own power supply, and in doing so, we enrich our own stock as well as energizing the supplies of other people. In keeping with that sentiment, may the Lord God always and abundantly bless those of you who make the effort to bless others first and foremost. That's my prayer and my ability to act and accomplish something good for you. You can assess, evaluate, and ascertain your own ability to generate real power in your performances as a leader, in your performances as a team member, and of course as a person. All you need to do is ask yourself these types of questions honestly and diligently. Are you generating new wisdom? Are you generating a new mindset or a more powerful attitude? Are you generating new perspectives and views on the world, on your life, on what's possible, on the people who follow you? Is the world seeing your light? Is the world seeing your love, your best self? Is it seeing your leadership? And how are you investing your time, your money, your thinking, your self-awareness, your empathy for others? The answers to all of those questions are right here on this slide. All you need to do is do more reading, more listening and watching, more studying and learning, more control over your time, more working with mastermind types of groups, getting more advice and help from your mentors, trainers, tutors, coaches, and consultants. Of course, the big question is this: how are you supposed to get your hands-on and find the time and the expertise to be able to do all of these things? Suppose you could improve the excellence and superiority of your leadership performances and increase your supply of the essential skills and knowledge you need to keep up with and ahead of the game in your industry or your professional life. And how are you supposed to get the secret tips and guidance you want to enjoy the kind of career advancement and share helpful career or professional development advice with others? And wouldn't it be great if you could learn more about maintaining a healthy lifestyle, or enhance your home life, or enrich your financial treasures, and then combine those precious nuggets of wisdom if you had live expertise and support of competent leadership educator, coach, and a group of like-minded colleagues and leaders? Would you believe that you just powered up, powered on, and power packed your supply line to the max? I think you'd believe that you could do that. My Leadership Action Power System program is your always-on, totally cranked up, and completely stacked power-generating supply house. You don't need much imagination to see all the advantages listed here magically appear in your life, at your home, and on your job. You can use your tablet, laptop, or various computing devices to access our unique time management tool to help you work smarter, be more productive, and enhance your creativity. You'll listen to subliminal and in the clear audio programs and courses to boost your motivation and to help build up your confidence. You'll work with templates, blueprints, recipes, and training materials to manage your priorities, energize your execution, improve your leadership skills and performances. You'll watch our video tutorials and recordings to elevate your problem-solving and decision-making results. And of course, you get tons of reading materials like ebooks, how-to manuals, articles, white papers, and workbooks, and action guides too. You'll easily achieve all of your career and personal and professional leadership growth goals. You have a reliable, world-class way to study, practice, and master these critical areas of every business leader's professional and entrepreneurial activities. Because these topics are covered and sent to your email inbox using in-depth, concise, yet easy and quick-to-read messages each and every day. For example, on day 1, you'll learn something about knowledge work. On days 2 and 6, we discuss one of those 4 types of intelligence. On day 3, you get a deep dive into a leadership-related topic. On day 4, we'll feed your personal growth needs. And on days 5 and 7, we share case studies, current research findings, and other models of our global realities and, of course, of successful people. Talk about continuous lifelong learning. Those books, articles, reports, courses, and more will become part of your own professional library that you can consult and confer with at any time for the rest of your life. The interactive visual aids will help you navigate around the numerous challenging landscapes of leadership and professional knowledge work. We have the proven methods, the robust technological infrastructure, and the time-tested techniques to help you be and become even more successful than you already are. Let's see. I've been a restaurant manager, a high school teacher, community activist, a professional musician and singer. I'm a published author, keynote speaker, workshop leader, trainer, and oh, by the way, my real life and highly practical leadership expertise and competencies actually came through the work that I did for 35 years, where I excelled as a technician, engineer, supervisor, department manager, executive, an engineering and operations consultant, and a consulting practice director in the telecommunication network service provider industry, working for companies like AT&T, MCI, Saudi Telecom, WorldCom International, EDS International, Fluor Corporation, General Motors, Alcatel-Lucent, GTE of Wisconsin and GTE of California, Sprint and Sprint International, and IBM, as well as in the IT departments of companies like Citicorp Bank, the Daily Mirror newspaper group, the UK's National Gyro Bank, and many other organizations. So, how and how much? Well, for all of you who are listening in on this webinar or the webinar recording, there are 2 bonus gifts that come with the program that I've been talking about. The first bonus gift is executive group coaching sessions, which happen every month, which last anywhere from 75 to 90 or more minutes, where I answer your questions rather, and you can ask them. And of course, I tend to do little tutorials sometimes in case people don't have a lot of questions, or that we're able to get through the questions quickly. It doesn't matter. I'm going to spend that time with you because as a group, we also are almost acting like a mastermind, aren't we, in a group setting. And the other special bonus is the private one-on-one leadership development, in-depth progress follow-ups and support that happens in our 20 or 25-minute phone calls every month, and that's one-on-one with me. That's not with anybody else. No one else is on that call. No one else knows what we discuss during that call. I hold it my sacred duty to keep those calls and what we discuss confidential and private, so no one knows about what we talk about except for you and I. But this is your chance then to get executive level coaching, really tutoring, and some mentoring as well, which I am happy to provide to you. So what do you have to do? Well, you see that right there? And I think if you look on the right-hand side of your screen right now, you will see something that says this same program, the 365 Leadership Action Power System program. just click on that little button there, and if you don't see that there, that's quite all right. Just use this particular URL, this web page link, and that'll take you to where you need to go. I can hear you asking, how or will this program help me? Well, the only thing I can do is to very quickly just increase the size of this screen a little more and see some of the types of people who have been helped by my approach and by my interventions. You've got a professor, Jane Fraser. She's a good friend of mine. You've got Dr. Salvador. I know that Dr. Salvador has used my materials in his courses. And of course, my friend Lynn, who is both an executive director of a nonprofit as well as a business consultant in her own right. She's used my software as well as my tutorials as well. So let me back this back down. And I want to thank you for your time and for your attention. And especially, I want to thank you for attending this webinar and the webinar replay. Again, I urge you to go to that page and see how this program can help you become the awesome leader that you were meant to be. This is Bill Thomas saying God bless you and wishing you all the blessings that my God supplies, and I look forward to working with you in our private one-on-one coaching session, as well as in our group coaching sessions, and of course in the email messages that we exchange with each other. Have a blessed day and be well.